everyone, just wanted to share with you another glass bottle that I altered. This time I used some alcohol ink. Wanted to give the bottle a vintage look. I received a comment from Carla. Hi Carla, this video is for you. She had asked if you can use alcohol ink on these glass bottles. And I used 3 different colors. I first started with latte, and then I went over it with some butterscotch. And then to give it a little darker look, I added some ginger. So those were the 3 colors that I used. And I loved how it came out. It looks old and vintage. And let me show you here. Really fun. Basically, I just took my distressing tool and added the latte first onto the felt. And then I dabbed the entire bottle, and then I went over it with the butterscotch again, and then went over it with the ginger, and that's what created that color. And then I took some of this cheesecloth. You can buy this by the yard at Joann's. I basically stained it with the Lindy Stampgame Moonshadow Mist in the Moonlit Mulberry, wrapped some twine around it, created a little bird nest using some raffia, and then adhered my little bird eggs. And if you can see inside, I have a little bird dangling inside of the bottle. Basically, I had this little tiny bird charm. I alcohol inked him with some ginger, added a jump ring, and then I took one of the Tim Holtz swivel clasp, the smaller one, and I just used the chain. And then I took a brad and ran it through the end of the last chain, and then poked it through the cork. And then it just dangles like this. And it was really fun. You could do this with butterfly charms, even a little tiny fairy charm. And it was super fun to create. And here's another thing you can do with these glass jars. This one is more of a mason jar, and you can find this in the same section as I got these bottles. And basically, I alcohol inked this with wild plum, cranberry, and eggplant. And then after I let that dry, if you guys can see, basically it was just a plain jar like this, glass jar. There was nothing on it. And then now you could see a little texture to it because I added, can you see that? I added some of this gallery glass. It creates a stained glass look, and you can get this at Michael's. It's the crystal clear, and it's normally supposed to cure and dry within 8 hours. Actually, it dries in 8 hours and it cures in 7 days. But I heat set mine with my heat tool. I, of course, put the heat tool from a distance because it is glass, and it dried fairly quickly. I didn't really want to wait 8 hours, and so because also it's a really small jar, maybe if you use the larger ones you might want to let it air dry. But if you guys can see, it's just really pretty. It went from a really simple jar to now it has texture to it, and I love that stained glass look to it. And I just basically took a brush, and then I just tapped the brush like this with the gallery glass. You can use those sponges that you can get in the painting section. It comes in a pack, and there's, I think, 5 different types of sponges. You can use that with this and daub it onto the glass, and you get a really nice texture to it as well. But this one I just used a brush, and I love how it came out. So you can do that even with these smaller bottles that doesn't have, like this one, it didn't have any decoration on it like this one does. So if you want to give it a little bit more texture, you can use this gallery glass window color. That's what it's called. So give it a try. Really super fun. And thanks everyone for watching. Bye.